Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. RedBull Wololo Legacy is on the way. It is coming, and today we've got some qualifiers. This is the first weekend, and we've got the quarterfinals between Leenock versus MarineLord. Leenock playing in the north corner of the map in red as the Abbasid dynasty. And in the south corner of the map, we've got MarineLord playing in blue as the Rus. The map is Dry Arabia. It should be an interesting matchup. Of course, MarineLord is probably the favourite. I mean, both these players obviously incredible players of Age of Empires 4. But on the back of the win that MarineLord had recently in Golden League, well, I feel like he's going to be one of the favourites. So both of these players have actually already qualified for RedBull Wololo Legacy. Obviously, Leenock came second in the N4C tournament, held by Nilly, and that was the Apartment Cup. And that was fantastic to see Leenock in that game. And we do see 2 scout opening for both players, understandably. Actually, I think MarineLord might have even got a third. I'm not entirely sure. He is playing as a Rus. Of course, they have the bounty system that they need to take care of. And let's just take a look, actually, how much bounty MarineLord has at the moment. 330, that actually unlocks his tier 2, which is fantastic. 10% villager food harvest rate, and hunting cabins generate gold every 24 seconds instead of 27. And we do see now the foundations and the building of the House of Wisdom for Leenock, who is actually going for the economic wing as expected. The fresh food stuff technology is super strong, and Leenock not changing anything there is going to get a lot of sheep here for MarineLord. Very nice for him. Looking to deposit those at the hunting cabin, going for the berries as well. I think he would just run out of food underneath the town centre, so he wanted to get those berries underway and looking to get those nice and early. Okay, so it'll be interesting to see whether we see a second town centre coming up for the Abbasid dynasty, whether he shall be so greedy, or whether he will look to have some feudal age presence on the map, and then transition into that second town centre. The Rus, meanwhile, let's have a look. It looks like he's going for the Golden Gate, as we usually expect for the Rus. I wonder whether he's going to go for some of the boar, which is often the meta at the moment for the Rus civilization. We do see him having put down 2 hunting cabins, though. So it might be a little bit delayed to do that on terms of wood, but of course the wood economy can be super strong for the Rus, especially when they get wheelbarrow early. As you can see here, that's grayed out. That means he's got wheelbarrow. Maybe looking to get the wood upgrade when he does hit the feudal age. Yeah, still grayed out there. Sorry, I was actually on Leenock's point of view there. But we do see a couple of scouts here, now just harassing that gold mine, which is not ideal for Leenock. He's going to need to micro this effectively, make sure it doesn't lose a villager if you can. Leenock does reach the feudal age. Now, I wish I had that famous overlay guy working with the overlay on this stream, but unfortunately I don't, and we're going to have to rely on the old school way of casting the games in Age of Empires 4, but at least we're going to cover the games. I'm not sure if ECGTV are going to cover these games live or not, but I thought I'll do them for you just in case they don't, and of course I'm going to be uploading these onto YouTube a little bit later, as soon as I can, really. So stable going down for Leenock, looking to get some military presence on the field. Good map control can be offered by horsemen, especially if they get their mobility going and get around the map. Golden Gate is almost finished for MarineLord, but not quite there yet. Going for that wooden fortress, which is a defensive building, but it's also very good for the unique, as a unique building for the Rus, because it essentially acts as a an outpost. It can garrison villages in there for protection, but also, the lumber camps and town centres within the influence of a wooden fortress return 20% more wood. So this is what I'm talking about. The wood income for the Rus can be super strong, especially when you add in, wheelbarrow, which he's already got, and if you add in the double broadaxe, which he might just do that. He's got the resources for it. Hasn't clicked it yet. Maybe just kind of microing his scouts. Horsemen are on the field for Leenock, looking to get on the field and see what's going on. And I want to see if MarineLord does actually go for that double broadaxe or not. He does. There we are. It's been clicked. It is on the way. And he's also looking to get forestry. Oh no, sorry, no, he hasn't clicked it. It's not enough resources yet. So he spent his resources on something else. He has got a stable, maybe looking to get some early knights on the field, and that's exactly what he does. Going for just harassing the villagers on stone, trying to deny that second town centre, which Leenock does look to be wanting to get down on the field. But MarineLord just looking to stop this as much as he can. Does get a village kill, actually. You see the disintegrating body. A couple of weak villagers there, and what is going on here? Knight going forward. I think it's going for the boar, isn't it? Probably this boar in the middle of the map here. That would be a nice spot for him. There's a couple of horsemen there. The horsemen are one of the fastest, if not the fastest cavalry unit in the game, so we'll be able to check out the scout, but there is an early knight there going to be causing some pressure, and the early knight will chase that away. Looks like actually, yeah, aggravating the boar, and I think Leenock's not going to give this up easily. He's going to look to try and deny this, or at least cause some pressure. Horseman engages with the early knight, and the early knight is going to be usually winning these kind of fights. And back home, Leenock is looking to get that second town centre. He actually has plenty of stone, if I'm not mistaken. He's got the 300 now, actually. Just got it now. Getting that second town centre on the wood line, going to protect that wood line, and he's got safe food there underneath the town centre. And wooden fortress going up on that hunting cabin as well to protect that boar. And that will be very, very nice as a food income. And actually what I love about obviously what MarineLord has done here, this hunting cabin is actually going to be capturing a lot of this wood here on the wood line. And we saw the boar actually started off there, but MarineLord basically got the boar, lured it somewhat to the wood line. As you guys may know, in Age of Empires 4, the boar is not completely lureable. It does have like a sphere of influence which it has to return back to once it's exited. And we do see a couple of horsemen here for Leenock looking to keep MarineLord a little bit honest here. But MarineLord going to be really doing well with the food income. And it doesn't have the double... Oh, it does have the double broad axe now. He got that. It's got the... this is lumber preservation, which is the Castle Age upgrade. And that'll be very, very solid for MarineLord's wood income. Right, but we do see the second town centre for Leenock there, which will be very, very good. Although he, he's got the second town centre running, up and running. Fresh foodstuffs has come in, so the villagers are half price now. Double archery range and a blacksmith going behind this, so it looks like to cause some pressure with some archery ranges. Often that's what MarineLord is doing as well. That's often what the Rus do as well. They have one stable, triple archery range opening. This is very much a meta kind of strategy, meta build at the moment. Horseman going to go look to try and cause some damage here, raiding some villages. Maybe able to pick one off, but MarineLord might react to it. Doesn't react to it, it might lose a villager. The horseman there can't actually dive too far in because there is a town centre, of course. So the bear is in a very nice spot here for the Rus civilization, being so close to the town centre. Okay, Leenock going quite heavy on gold, actually. Looking maybe to get some upgrades for his blacksmith and his units. And a couple of archers now going forward and going to be harassing those gold villagers. There's no outpost on these gold villagers. Just relying on units here, Leenock, to protect himself. Not got a bad composition. Horseman's actually quite nice here. But there are some early knights there on the field for the Rus civilization, played by MarineLord, and is going to harass those villagers. Villagers have to back off. We'll pick off one villager. As you can see there, nice play there. And MarineLord does retreat back. Sorry, Leenock does retreat back. Is going to get a second stable, looking to really maximize a few village defense. Is going to have to an outpost going down on the berries, but the villagers are going to be taken out. Great charge there by the early knights. Going to get at least 2 or 3 of them there. A couple of them garrison, but there's not enough space in that outpost. The remaining villagers will go down to the early knights, definitely, that's for sure. Archers have been flanked by the horsemen. Horsemen going to pick off some early knights here. So overall, a pretty good engagement here for MarineLord. Is going to lose an early knight here, but definitely worth the trade with those villagers. Going to back off with the early knights. Going to get that charge attack on the horseman. Should be able to pick one off, and the horseman does back off, actually retreats just in time. Quite a lot of horsemen on the field for Leenock, giving that mobility, which is very nice. But in the meantime, MarineLord's just been taking this boar very, very safely, building up a nice archer mass behind this. And let's just see whether he's going for some upgrades in his blacksmith. Getting the steeled arrow upgrade, which adds an extra attack for the archers. Maybe looking to get some siege in terms of siege engineering. He's already got siege engineering. All right, so we're going to be seeing a strong push here, I think, from MarineLord. He's already invested in siege engineering before even getting the steeled arrow. Doesn't really quite have the wood there. He's got 21 villages on wood, though, but he has got triple production. Almost a big quadruple production of archery ranges. So he's going ham on the archers and looking to build up that mass. He's not kind of revealed his hand just yet. I wonder if Leenock sees that. I wonder how much of that he sees. Does he see those? He doesn't see any of those archery ranges. In fact, he doesn't even see the wooden fortress and the boar. So that's actually pretty tricky. He's not going to be aware of this happening, and Leenock's going to have to be careful. Having said that, let's take a look at the village account. So 39 for Leenock at the moment, and 37 for the Rus, played by MarineLord. So despite having 2 town centres, obviously the fact that the horsemen are so expensive with food means that Leenock can't really double produce as comfortably as he would want. But 41 now for Leenock and 38. So I guess Leenock did lose some villages as well. Quite a few villages, actually, to be said. And it does have arrow slits upgraded on that outpost. As you can see, the nice upgraded outpost. The tower will be starting to be put under pressure by the rams and 3 early knights and a handful of archers. So this could be a problem for Leenock. I don't think Leenock actually has enough to deal with this. He's going to have to bide his time. He's going to lose 5 villagers here. This outpost will go down, but Leenock will not want to engage too early. Got a lot of horsemen on the field, which is actually nice to do that, to get those horsemen on the field, because it's predominantly archers that are coming in. Obviously, the horsemen are the good counter unit. And actually, Leenock's going to go forward. He's going to try and push and be aggressive here. Those villagers do go down, and you've got to defend with archers. This is an interesting play here. So Leenock's going to go forward with the horsemen. I wonder if it would have been better for him just to have cleaned this up, but he's going to go on the aggression. He's actually going to head back now. He's actually thought a second of it. I think, wait, is he going to head back? It looks like he is. Yeah, he's going to kind of flank and go around the other side. The ram going to be putting pressure on that gold vein. That gold vein is under pressure. There's no more gold there for Leenock. He's got one at the back here, so I don't know if MarineLord sees him going there. He doesn't. Oh, this is fantastic timing, though. Leenock is going to get caught out here. MarineLord's sending an early knight there. He sees it, and that's so important, because he's going to see that Leenock's getting the gold there, and he'll be able to pressure that as well. So no gold here for Leenock. Means he's going to struggle to get any upgrades unless he gets a market and sells. But MarineLord looking to put a lot of pressure here now. 3 rams on the field. Early Knight's going to circle around, going to kill a lot of villagers here. The mobility of the Early Knight's so powerful here. 3 rams backed up by archers, and just not enough military here for Leenock on the field. And this is looking to be a really strong push by MarineLord. Now looking to harass that woodline, and if he can cut off that woodline, that would be huge. And the horsemen are going to start to dive now, I think, for Leenock. He probably doesn't have much of a choice. With the stables going down, production is going to be slim pickings for Leenock. That stable's going to go down very soon. It's on fire. Horsemen are going to try and rush down the rams, but MarineLord is on point with the micro, bringing the early knights forward. The trouble here for really Leenock is that it just doesn't have enough archers to back this up, and the ranged attack means that every time there's a second thought on engaging, he's going to go for the kill. The villagers are going to go down. They're going to look to try and siege down the rams, and I'm not sure if he's going to be able to pull it off, because there's a lot of military here. The horsemen dive in. There are archers behind this for Leenock, looking to get access to the berries as well, pushing this away. Actually, this is a strong pushback for Leenock, but a lot of villager idle time here, obviously, of course, and the villagers are going to take down the first ram. The second might be going down soon. The archers have been dived on by the horsemen, looking to damage them as much as possible. It's a perfect counter unit, but the early knights are going to be very tanky. There are a lot of archers in behind this, looking to take down knights one by one, but this is going to be a problem. The rams are down now. Villagers for Leenock got to go towards that berries, but the archers, they're going to pick them off, and I think really this is a nice trade for MarineLord if he can just pick off some villagers. The archers will take care of the early knights eventually. The early knights are very tanky though against the archers, and there's just one more on the field. Another horseman are going to chip in there, and the archers now are going to be a decent number here. Defenders advantage is very strong here for Leenock, but a massive amount of reinforcements for MarineLord. And this is going to be very dicey. I think Leenock's just had so much idle time. MarineLord has been so effective at being aggressive. He has actually reached the 3rd tier. Total bounties accumulated 525. So he's on peak performance for the Rus economy. And the archers here now actually has got the advantage in terms of numbers. I think it's 18, 19 here for the Rus player, and only 12 for Leenock. So this is a real problem. An early knight actually circled around in the economy there on the woodline, and the boar looks to be taken now. Those villagers probably headed back someplace, maybe looking to get the second boar. So the Rus have got so much map control, and this is so problematic for the Abbasid dynasty. Despite going 2 town centres, I don't think he has even more villagers here at this point. 50 for MarineLord, 40 for Leenock. So having 2 town centres, still has 10 villagers behind, and this is just shows you the power of this build for the Rus and how early aggression can really pay off. An outpost is going to go down on that second berries to try and get some food economy, but no farms here for Leenock, and MarineLord doesn't even need any farms. He's on both boars, so he's going to get plenty of food on there. And second wave is piling up for MarineLord, getting lots of rams, 2 on the field so far. And as we can see, that wood economy must be so strong for MarineLord. As we can see, 500... Well, let's take a look, actually. Income per minute, 500. In fact, actually, Leenock is having slightly more, to be fair. But I think maybe the wooden fortress is... Yeah, I don't think it's under the influence. Actually, no, it is. It's got a plus sign, which means it is. All right, a second assault here. Lots of archers on the field. A couple of early knights again. The mobility just raiding. Getting Leenock off gold again. No gold here for Leenock. MarineLord is making sure of that, and MarineLord is going to look to take down the outpost to trade evenly, if not better, against the archers. And it's going to focus down the villagers, which is fantastic, because the villagers for the long game, each villager lost means It's just so many resources that villager could have been collecting all that time that it's down. And that outpost does go down. And Leenock is in a spot of bother, that is for sure. As you can see, MarineLord really bolstered in terms of wood economy here. So much wood here. 800 almost. Oh my god, the early night spotted out those berries as well. MarineLord is doing a fantastic job of scouting. And there is the GG. Leenock taps out, takes a loss for his first game against MarineLord. MarineLord is 1-up on the set. Second game coming very, very shortly, guys. Stick around for that. It's going to be a banger. Welcome, welcome, guys, to the second game between Leenock and MarineLord for the RedBull Wololo Road to Legacy, hosted by ECGTV. And on the west side of the map, we have got Leenock playing as the Mongol civilization. On the east of the map, we have got MarineLord playing as the Holy Roman Empire. The map is all tie. It should be an interesting one. We do need Leenock to win this game to see a third. This is a best of 3, so Leenock has got to win this game to be able to progress in this particular matchup. But what should be said is that both players have actually qualified for RedBull Wololo Legacy. Of course, with Leenock coming second in the N4C tournament, second to Beastie Cutie, and of course MarineLord recently winning the ECGTV Golden League. Now, in this matchup, I mean, it's a bit of a difficult one. I feel like HRE is really strong these days, especially on maps like Altai. Often you can see Altai being a relatively closed map. Let's take a look at the spawn, because actually, this is actually relatively closed for Altai, as it happens. Although it's a little bit open here on the west side of the map for the Holy Roman Empire. So actually, as far as things goes, this is relatively open for Altai. Just looking at the west side of the map, anyway, for MarineLord. Leenock playing as the Mongols has a very, very nice spawn, guys. Very, very nice. He's got the wood line. He's got gold. He's got a deer there. Let's just take a look where his Ovu there is, though, because that could be relatively far away at sometimes. And that could be really, yeah, this is this is just miles away. So that might be put under pressure by MarineLord, but it depends. We shall see what happens, because HRE, the Holy Roman Empire, is very common for them to go for fast castle and 4 villages on gold being inspired by the prelate. I suspect that's what's going to happen. We shall see. We shall see. We do see a barracks going down for Leenock, so maybe looking to add some spearmen here to have some early aggression. And it looks like Leenock is actually pushing in a deer carcass there as well for the food. So guys, just a friendly reminder that if you do like this casted game, do give it a thumbs up and let me know if you want to see me do more casted games for Age of Empires 4. Let me know if you enjoy it, if it's the kind of content you want to see, because obviously I'll take that into consideration as to see whether this is something I want to be doing, if this is something you guys want to see. So do drop a comment in the comment section below if this is something you want to see more of. Now we do see the barracks going down, a couple of spearmen on the field now for Leenock, and we see MarineLord, that pleasant sound of age up. We do see the Minework Palace going down. Holy smokes. Okay, so we're not going for fast castle, or at least it doesn't seem so. Minework Palace, maybe early aggression, probably a good idea against the Mongols, to be fair. Because especially with considering how open his base is on the left side, it's not such an easy wall here for MarineLord. It might lose the scout. The scout just gets away with it, lives to fight another day. And I think, do we see spearmen? Is it an outpost rush? It's that typical outpost rush that we come to know and love from the Mongols. Just one villager, though, so this could be a problematic thing, because there is a scout there. It's going to see that from MarineLord. MarineLord could deny this. Could be an early thing, because when the outpost rush doesn't work, it can be a very big problem. But there is a Khan there just harassing, maybe looking to try and get some of the gold bounty. Well, not bounty, but, the thing that they get for setting things on fire. And the villagers, one villager is going to attack the villager on the outpost, but the spears are going to come in. I wonder if that's going to be enough. The spear will push away the scout and the villager as well, but I wonder if MarineLord will bring further villagers. I suspect he probably needs to. He's got the prelate. So this is a really tricky thing, because there are some civilizations where outpost rushes just really struggle. And I feel like HRE is one of those things, civilizations, because with the prelate, they can use the prelate to heal up their villagers. But it looks like MarineLord's actually going to allow this to happen. I don't know how I feel about that. The villager is kind of less than half HP, so he's going to let this go up and maybe needs to relocate to another wood line. Could go to this forward wood line, but that's relatively exposed. There is a back one here on the right. It'd be interesting to see which one it goes for. And then we see the emergency repairs there go down for MarineLord. Obviously, a Holy Roman Empire, very strong on that front, and it looks like actually just going to relocate just a little bit here on the right side. I don't think MarineLord can let another outpost go up, and it looks like that's what Leenock wants to do. There is the new Aoe4 MarineLord looking to get some upgrades maybe with the Minework Palace, but it needs to get some production buildings first, really. He needs to push this away. He can't let the second outpost go up, really. Okay. Looks like you're not going to have pressure on this side as well. They're going pretty heavy on the spearmen. Quite a few spearmen on the field, and we just see that Leenock is still in Age 1 Dark Age. A couple of villagers going forward for MarineLord, looking to deny this, and this villager is on half HP, so this villager does need to get pulled back. I think the scouts are going to take this villager, and this is huge. Denying this second outpost means that MarineLord can safely take wood, and of course that's so essential with this scenario. I wonder if we shall see an archery range, or is it a barracks? We're going to get some man-at-arms, which is often expected with the Holy Roman Empire. Scouts are going to go forward, just run away from this spearman. The Khan looking to harass these villagers on the wood line, though. So that'll be a bit annoying for MarineLord, but nothing he can't handle. Looks like Leenock going to look to try and destroy that gold mine there, that gold vein. And this is the problem for HRE at the moment, actually, because there is no freely available gold to be able to get man-at-arms. So maybe he's going for spearmen of his own. He actually collected quite a decent amount, to be fair, MarineLord did. So that's actually quite nice. I'm going to be able to get 3 man-at-arms in place, getting the iron undermesh upgrade as well. That will really make them super tanky against any archers that might come up. And obviously that's all that Leenock could really get in the feudal age. So this is a nice play by MarineLord to get those man-at-arms on the field, because Leenock might produce archers, but with the upgrade iron undermesh, those man-at-arms can take really good effective fights. And with the minework palace as well, making sure that the researchers are 30% faster and 30% reduced in cost is absolutely huge, guys. So there is the feudal age for Leenock. Coming in now, but MarineLord is nice and safe. He might even look to siege down this outpost, and I think he will do, because obviously there's nothing to hurt him here. This is just freely siegeable, because obviously with feudal age only just coming in now means that Leenock didn't get the chance to upgrade this with arrow slits. He's not going to. Doesn't have the... Wait, does he have the stone? No, he does have the stone. He's not going to upgrade it, because he's actually going to lose this relatively soon with the scout and several villagers there. The spearmen are going to try and take care of the man-at-arms. As you can see, the man-at-arms doing a lot of work there, though. The outpost does go down, means that MarineLord has freed himself from the shackles of the Mongols outpost. And we do see now an archery range going down for Leenock, kind of forced into it. He needs to be able to produce a lot of archers. It only has one villager on wood, though. It's definitely going to need a stronger wood income for that. I suspect it's going to be rallying into wood, but needs to hold on here to get to the castle age. It's kind of a race to the castle age for Leenock now, I think, to get some crossbowmen maybe, but the man-at-arms are going to be running in there for MarineLord. And you can see how strong having the prelate there is for the economy. Those villages underneath the town centre for the sheep getting buffed there very nicely. Going to berries as well, spreading out the economy, access to the gold again. Alright, Leenock is actually going for Mangadai. Okay, he's not going for archers. Mangadai, this actually makes sense, because he's got the mobility in that sense. That's a nice option here to try and protect himself. He's going to need to protect his own eco, because of course, as you can see, Leenock is under pressure now with that over being so far out, as we commented earlier on the game with the man-at-arms. And the man-at-arms is going to try and rush in. I don't know if he's got forced march. If he does, that'd be pretty strong. Khan just looking to see what's going on, and Prelate there just buffing the villagers on the berries and on the gold mine. And I think Leenock might want to try and get some damage here with the Mangadai. Going forward now, he's got 4 on the field. Man-at-arms do achieve for MarineLord. Looks like MarineLord is looking healthy, though, on the food count. Needs a bit more gold, and he could even start to consider going up to the Castle Age. There's no rush, though. Of course, Mongols can be hugely powerful in the feudal age, especially once they get their economy rolling and units out there, especially with the double production from the Ovu. Looks like Mangadai are on the menu here for the Mongols. And yeah, this is quite nice, actually, for the Mongols, because obviously they can kite the man-at-arms for days. So actually, yeah, this is a nice play here for Leenock. Looking to try and snipe one of the man-at-arms, but it looks like Leenock is not going to be able to snipe that one. The prelate comes out to heal it up. Nice micromanagement here for MarineLord, and does get pushed off that goal. So this is a bit of an issue. Leenock doing nice to scout this side of the map as well, just to look for any further expansions. And I mean, gold is a real big problem here for MarineLord, has to be said. Does have quite a lot of gold in the bank though, 400. He just needs 200 more before he can get up to the next stage. I'm not sure if he wants to do that just yet. May want to switch into getting some archers of himself, so to be able to push up back those Mangadai. But it doesn't have an archery range just yet, just the barracks. And it's going to look to get rid of the Khan there now, look towards going to the gold, looking to get up to the next stage. But the Mangadai are going to start diving on the wood line, but only just going to cause a bit of a nuisance, not much else than that, because of course there's a prelate there and the wood is very well protected by the town centre. Mangadai looking to harass the gold villagers. Lots of man-at-arms. There is an archery range though somewhere because we see archers. I have no idea where the oh, there it is. There it is. Right in plain sight. And the archers will offer a lot of protection now for MarineLord, looking to protect that gold income. Food income is through the roof here. And MarineLord has temporarily gone for... Oh, he's got 10 villagers on food already, so actually he's going to be able to get up to the next stage. You heard that little gong there. I think it's spent a little bit of gold though, so it's going to look to delay that age up just a little bit longer, but not too long because it's got lots of food, lots of gold. Pastures going down. We do see the step redoubt being used or going down for Leenock. So Leenock will get up to the next stage earlier, especially with the number of villages he's got building that. And we see the Regnitz Cathedral for MarineLord looking to get hold of some relics maybe. A very nice landmark, has 200% extra gold every minute for relics. Up to 2 relics can go into the Regnitz Cathedral. Very strong landmark for the Holy Roman Empire. Outpost going there for Leenock to add some vision. Mangadai going to be look to be focus fired by the archers for MarineLord. Takes one down. Some man-at-arms there to tank everything as well. And the archers are going to be able to do some good work despite the mobility of the Mangadai. Another one goes down and that outpost actually won't get built. The man-at-arms will chase that down. Leenock does get to the castle age first. Has a solid economy behind this with the food count, that's for sure. MarineLord struggling for food rather, just a little bit. It's got plenty of wood, but actually really looks like it's going to focus on the archer line of units at the moment. So the step redoubt, very, very nice landmark for the Mongols. It acts as a gur, which is the drop-off point. And the gold dropped off at this landmark is increased by 50%. So huge amounts of gold income can be brought there. MarineLord is looking to get a relic there. The scholar is looking, or the prelate rather, is looking to get back home. But going to look to drill Wololo, the Mangadai. Oh, the Mangadai actually stepping in the range, but the Mangadai should take this down. Oh, hello. Oh, he takes it. He takes the scout. Obviously, at the end of the day, not a huge deal there for Leenock, but the prelate does get delayed. Prelate does get sniped. Another outpost going down for Leenock, looking to keep an eye on things, but one relic is coming in nice and safely here for MarineLord into the Regnitz Cathedral. That's going to be a nice amount of gold income there for MarineLord. Stables going down for MarineLord. Secondary monastery there, looking to try and capture more than just 2 relics. Stables will add an opportunity to get some horsemen, maybe some knights. Has to be said, this relic is been brought back very nicely. It's going to be able to be picked up now by the prelate. And back home here for Leenock, he is getting, well, not much. Has to be said. Not much. He's got a lot of food, a lot of gold. I mean, could he be thinking about Imperial Age? It seems a bit early for me, but who knows? I mean, he has kept a good vision on MarineLord with the 2 outposts there. Not looking to harass with it, just get some good vision and see what's happening. The Imperial Age for HRE can be super strong with the Palace of Swabia. Man-at-arms are going to rush down this tower. The outpost is not going to go out. The villager will go down. But looks like there's another raid here coming forward for a couple of Mangadai. Not going to do too much damage. Village here on stone for MarineLord. Plenty of gold for MarineLord though, has to be said. Okay, so Leenock going for a mixed composition here. Some spearmen, some man-at-arms, some crossbowmen, looking to maybe confuse MarineLord exactly what's going on here. Both players looking to maybe look to go to the next stage, maybe. MarineLord not investing in his resources just yet. He's got a decent number of man-at-arms to protect himself. Could MarineLord look to be going for a fast Imperial Age to get that Palace of Swabia and then really bolster his economy with the village printer? Okay, Lancer going forward for MarineLord just to see what's happening, but will be taken down by the veteran spearman for Leenock. Looking to be walled up here on the right side is MarineLord. Had some protection, and we do hear the jingle jangle of another relic. I'm not entirely sure where that came from, but it was a jingle jangle. You guys heard it. Alright, we reach a bit of a lull here in the game. Not much going on. A lot of gold here. I think MarineLord just make sure he takes this gold vein as much as he can, because it's kind of the only safe one he has at the moment. This one's relatively far forward. And we see the Mangadai being pushed back by the archers. Looks like MarineLord is actually going to get even more map control. He was going to wall up to here, but actually he's going to wall up to this part of the map. And that actually unlocks quite a lot for him. There's a deer patch here, there's 2 wood lines and a berry patch, and obviously trading is available. with the market if this goes late game, which I don't necessarily think it will, but it might. You never know. All right, Mongols are going forward now with a decent army here. A couple of veteran spearmen, crossbowmen, looking to cause some harassment. Now, of course, the Mongols can't actually wall up, so he's going to need to defend himself with some outposts. And the archers push that back. And I think MarineLord is just probably going to cap these archers here just to offer some line of vision. Prelate going to look to get the sacred... Okay, no, she's not going for the sacred site. She's going to go for the relic, I think, first. Which is probably the better option here out of the two. And 2 relics in for MarineLord. Maybe looking to get that third. Yeah, he's going to get a third relic. So this is going to be huge amounts of gold income for MarineLord. But don't forget that the Step Redoubt for the Mongols is hugely powerful as well to compensate. Holy smokes, we do see... Do we see that landmark going up for MarineLord? Where is it? That is the question. Ooh, trebuchet coming out, just to get rid of some of the outposts. I suspect man-at-arms will take care of the man-at-arms for the Mongols. And the sacred site has been captured on the way back with that relic. Okay, there is the Palace of Swabia going back here on the stone. I think MarineLord needs to do a kind of Castle Age all in, because Imperial Age for HRE is just a little bit bonkers with the printing of the villages. They can't be allowed to do that for too long. Let's take a look at the economy whilst we can. The economy here, 51 villages for MarineLord, 49 for Leenock, pretty much neck and neck. 16 minutes in the game, but that's not going to be like that for much longer. The Palace of Swabia is here. It's going to be printing those villages, and the longer this game goes on, I have to say I very much favour the HRE, the Holy Roman Empire. The production from the Holy Roman Empire, Palace of Swabia, is a little bit bonkers. Doesn't really actually have the food income to be able to manage that just yet, especially alongside producing villages, producing army rather. An outpost is going forward for Leenock, so the game is certainly hotting up. 4 Springolds, a trebuchet going down, and looks like this is going to start to spice up, guys. This game's getting spicy. Make sure you bring your milk. Palace of Swabia is not actually producing anything for MarineLord, so we're just going up to the Imperial Age, maybe for the tech advantage for now. And that's not a bad idea, because he's going to need to push this back. Maybe a Mangonel too could be useful, but Springolds there on the field for the Mongols player would be a problem. He needs to deal with those somewhat, so it might be Age of Springolds here, because the Springolds do great work there for Leenock. I think MarineLord looks to be in a bit of a spot of bother there. But as I say, the longer the game goes on, you know, having the villagers here being printed at 6 seconds for 17 food a pop, and then we do see the production starting to ramp up for MarineLord. And obviously you can hold this back with the emergency repairs for Holy Roman Empire. You know, they're no slouch, so we say, Holy Roman Empire, to hold this back. 2 clock up towers though, but we do see a culverin coming out from MarineLord, looking to get rid of that trebuchet, doing huge amounts of work. Springle's moving forward for Leenock, looking to try and snipe that culverin, but the culverin does pull back in time. Trebuchet looking to cause some damage as well. Trebuchets are moving forward for Leenock with the spearmen and the crossbows in behind. This could be a problem for MarineLord. Doesn't seem to have that much in the way of military. Has some man-at-arms, but those will get shredded by the crossbows. 61 economy for MarineLord, only 54 for Leenock, but the push is strong here for Leenock. 3 trebuchets on the field, 4 Springolds and a handful of crossbows behind this. So MarineLord has moved out onto the left, and there's a nice wood line here with some outposts being put down and the gold vein there as well. But it looks like culverins are on the menu for MarineLord, looking to push this back. But as I say, the longer this game goes on, just look at that 68 to 56 economy. It's looking dicey. Let's not forget the sacred site as well, and the gold coming from the relics. 4 relics now, 2 of them from the regnets. Let's just take a look at the income per minute, like 1,111 for MarineLord for gold. It's a little bit insane. Can use the market to rebalance his economy. Has a market now, and so now can not only print villagers, but can spend his hard-earned cash, his gold. Probably doesn't even need to have anyone mining gold at this point. Has a couple of villagers there idle. And yeah, outpost spam could offer a lot of protection here. Leenock looking to force the issue, diving in with the spearmen and the crossbows in behind. The crossbows will do great work against the man-at-arms. I think this is definitely a decent trade for Leenock, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough damage. He wants to do more damage than this because he is on a timer at this point. Oh, do we see a counter raid? No, just a couple of archers here being annoying. We'll get swept up, I suspect. This is a very strong push here for Leenock. Going to be able to push this. The landmark now under pressure. Looking to dive with the spearmen and the crossbows, but it's going to take a lot of arrow fire from the town centre. And this is actually being a bit of a problem here for MarineLord, has to be said. Not sure if he's going to be able to push this back. Got a lot of villagers here, though. It needs to get units on the field. That is for sure. It's going to struggle here, it seems. Lots of clockwork, traction trebuchets, rather, for Leenock playing as the Mongols. This is looking dicey for MarineLord. But he can print the villagers, so this is the thing. It's just like with the Mongols, he has to go for the killer blow, because if he doesn't... I mean, look at the village count, still 80 for MarineLord, 20. But the military count is where the difference is, 15, 18 for MarineLord, 37 for Leenock. So Leenock needs to see this game out, that's for sure. He does have a window of opportunity, but this keep going up will offer a lot of protection for MarineLord. It's a very nice spot, has wood and gold access here. The keep will go up, but at what cost? The villager loss. But to be honest with you, again, this is not even a problem for MarineLord. To lose villagers is just not a problem. I could just print them. In fact, he's population capped, so he needs some more houses. And the castle goes up, and now this needs to be the focus of attack, I think, for Leenock. Traction trebuchets are going down by the culverins, so this is really strong play. I'm not sure what happened to the Springles for Leenock. He must have lost them to the culverins. Very nice micro here for MarineLord. This keep going to do a lot of work. A lot of spearmen do go down to that. Now, Leenock can just... I don't know, what do you do if you're in Leenock's position here? His push hasn't worked. He has moved his step redoubt. Still in one town centre. He's not going to be able to catch up in village count, that is for sure. And Leenock is under pressure here. He's on a timer. MarineLord looking to get the very protected food there. Still has some deer there as well. Villagers are on that case, actually, with the mill. And this is looking dicey now. That push from Leenock hasn't really worked. And I think we get to see a good pushback here. 25 military for MarineLord, only 7 for Leenock. Leenock has lost it all. This is the beginning of the end. This is the pushback that HRE have. They're so powerful in this position. In Imperial Age, HRE is so hard to stop. And I think MarineLord has won this. I think he's won the game. He's won the set, I suspect. It's going to be a matter of time before Leenock gets pushed back. The outposts are going to go down. And this is going to be a problem for Leenock. As you can see, they're very, very nice Landsknechte. And there is the GG, guys. Leenock taps out. This is the 2-0 victory for MarineLord on Road to Wololo Legacy. This set was a banger. And if you did like this casted game, do give the video a thumbs up. Hopefully I shall see you guys on more casted games. Do let me know in the comment section below if you want to see more casted games from me, especially covering the Road to Wololo Legacy. Take care and see you next time.